Hey y'all, it's Marissa Monique. I thought I'd give you a little camo and a little pink this evening. Anyway, I want to talk about online dating. So, a lot of us are intimidated by online dating. Maybe we've had a bad experience. Maybe you've gotten catfished. Maybe you have a kind of fragmented profile and it's full of group pictures and knows who you are. Or maybe you've exhausted yourself with muttering on messaging with someone for 2 weeks as a pen pal. That's your fault, only to never exchange numbers or just get burned out. And so you never exchange numbers and you never meet up. Right now, the dating pool online is bigger than ever. There are more CEOs, CFOs, entrepreneurs, IT people, engineers, photographers, artists, influencers, doctors, lawyers, anybody dating online. Why is this? Because of the coronavirus. Yes. And so they have no choice. They can't tap on their little keys on their computer all day. They can't Netflix and chill themselves to death. They cannot grocery shop themselves enough. They cannot work out outside enough to catch someone's eye. They have to change it up, and that requires being home more. Don't forget that Instagram and Facebook are great places to meet someone. Something I want to say about that is I suggest not getting in someone's DMs like some of y'all do, because it actually turns someone off sometimes. Rather, message something in the comments. Make a comment, ask a question in the comments, but just be careful about getting in someone's DMs. That can be your ruin, honestly. But anyway, so while there are more sharks in the water right now because the pool is bigger, there will always be sharks looking to capitalize sexually. There are also more dolphins in the water, swimming around happily, looking for someone to take that journey with them, someone to make it sweeter, someone to make it more fun. You see what I did there with sharks and dolphins? Anyway, I want to encourage you before you start online dating. First of all, make yourself as happy and whole and as growth oriented as you can. Make sure you're feeling confident, you're feeling like your best self, and make sure that you check yourself when it comes to endurance, because online dating and just meeting people online is very overwhelming. And so you have to have a certain amount of mental stamina and endurance when you're kind of looking around throughout the place. So I want to suggest that you make sure that you're clear about what your 5 requirements are in a person. Just whether that's character, values, morals wise. Make sure that you have 5 things that you know that you require from someone. Make sure those are at the forefront of your mind. Also, make sure that those are your standards. Those are basically your standards and as far as your requirements are concerned. And then make sure that you are clear about your preferences. That can be about 10 things or so that you would prefer. For example, I'm almost 5'9". Yeah, and my dad is about 6'3". I would prefer that a man be taller than me, but is that always going to be the case? Nah, sometimes I'm going to be looking my dates in the eyes, and I'm okay with that. I would prefer that he be taller, but I'm not just going to take him off the table if he's not taller than me. So be careful with that, ladies. Also, let me look at my notes. Realize that everyone isn't going to be open on their profiles and have their spiritual beliefs, their political views, or their children listed on their profile. So that's going to take a little research by you once you make contact with them. Make sure that you're opening up a conversation and not interviewing someone, that you're making good, light, positive talk. And then eventually when that kind of is over, you can kind of ease into asking a few key questions that you really want and maybe need to know about, like something like, hey, are you separated, divorced, married? What are you doing? Do you have kiddos? Do you have a pet fish you can't live without? Do you like teddy bear? Like, what is it? You can ask those questions, and you need to ask those questions up front. Also, my clients have told me that a lot of the online dating apps right now, including Instagram and Facebook, have calling features and FaceTiming features. So you don't even have to give out your number. Use those once you've kind of, messaged for a day or so, or 2 or 3. But after that 3rd day, go ahead and say, hey, let's get on the phone and let's talk and see if we can connect that way. After you've kind of gone through that part, someone eventually suggests that, hey, we grab a coffee, we grab lunch, a smoothie, a dessert, and let's take a walk socially distanced or meet up outside socially distanced. I suggest you do everything outside right now with a mask on. And then once you're eating and you're sort of apart, go ahead and, chat with your mask off, but socially distanced. Let's be safe. Also, when you meet someone, don't have any expectations because things aren't always what they seem once you are physically in the presence of someone. Sometimes you just don't have the chemistry that you had on the phone in person. And it's actually okay for you to be unsure about someone initially. And I suggest that people, if they're uncertain, and that doesn't mean turned off. If you're very turned off the first time, don't go out again. But if you're uncertain, it's okay to give them about 3 times or 3 dates before you kind of say, oh, I don't think this is the right fit. And that's the key. Say, hey, I enjoyed meeting you, but I don't think it's the right fit. You stand on it. I don't think it's the right fit. Don't say anything about them. Just say, I don't think it's the right fit. Have some gumption and have a backbone. Okay. At the end of the first meetup with the coffee, the smoothie, whatever, if you feel like going forward and you would like to see them again, go ahead at that time and give out your number. And then you can kind of connect from there. Make sure that you speak on the phone a lot and are continuing connect in some way every day. As a singles and life and dating coach, I do not mind if you book a session with me and we do some light consulting over your image that you are portraying on your online profile, as well as your social media profiles. We can discuss ways on how to polish up or make your online dating profile more attractive. Also, we'll talk about, better pictures and how to, dress your body a little bit. You are welcome to book me at mymentor.life/Marissa Monique. The link is in the bio. I'm currently taking clients for $25 per session. Anyway, I hope that these tips helped you. Everybody go forth and be careful and be safe, but enjoy online dating. It's probably going to be one of the biggest ways that people meet each other from here for the next couple of years. It's gotten bigger and bigger, but especially because of this global pandemic, it's going to be a key way that people meet each other. And we kind of just have to get with the program, folks. Anyway, God bless. Hope it served you well.